So the NFL honors had their little award show a couple days ago, and they had the new class for the Hall of Famers getting inducted into 2024. Clean list, clean list. Andre Johnson, Dwight Freeney, Julius Peppers, Devin Hester, etc., etc. Pretty good list. Some big time legends there for sure. I'm glad Hester got in first time. That was really dope to see. But big time snub. Antonio Gates. I mean, him and Tony G really revolutionized the tight end position. I don't know if anybody really recalls, but man, Antonio Gates was just a freak of nature. He was the first tight end that really transitioned from basketball to football. And I say that because for the longest time, forever, for so many years, every single week, every single Sunday, whoever was commentating the game would always mention that. Just a classic point in time that was. I mean, he really paved the way for the Kelseys, the Gronks, the Hernandez, just all the electric tight ends of the world. But let's really break down his stats. I'm Pro Bowler, 3-time first team All-Pro selection, 3rd all-time among tight ends in receptions, 3rd in receiving yards, 11,841 yards, and 1st in touchdowns, 116. Yeah, there's really not much else to say other than that. This was a clear snubby snub. I don't understand. I really don't understand here. Just brutal. Just straight up brutal. He's even pissed about it. He said, quote, it's like getting to the championship and losing. So obviously he's upset about it. He's pissed about it. Other tight ends are pissed about it. Kittle obviously had a quote on it during the media day. He wasn't very happy, as he should. And just a clear snub, but he will get in one day. But that accolade of being a first ballot Hall of Famer, that means something. Like, that's just an extra cherry on top. Obviously, getting into the Hall of Fame is huge, but being a first ballot, that's another level of greatness and just excellence. And Antonio Gates definitely deserved to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Anyone who disagrees with that is in the loony bin. It's not even subjective, it's objective. This was terrible. Speaking of snubs in the Hall of Fame, I thought it'd be interesting to look at next year's class, specifically the first year eligible players. Marshawn Lynch, Luke Kuechly, Eli Manning, Adam Vinatieri, Terrell Suggs, Earl Thomas, Marshall Yonda, Clay Matthews, Joe Staley, Cameron Wake, and Aqib Talib. Out of all those guys, the only first ballots I would really consider, definitely Eli. I mean, Eli is just a legend for beating Brady those 2 times, and not only that, but he ranks 10th in career passing yards and passing touchdowns. So I think he should definitely be a first ballot. Adam Vinatieri, I mean, the most clutch kicker in NFL history. Him and Justin Tucker are definitely 1A, 1B. Close matchup to who's the greatest kicker of all time, but Adam Vinatieri was a different level of clutch way back in the day. 4-time Super Bowl champion, and just a monster. Played for the Patriots and the Colts. Just had a hell of a career. I don't know about anyone else. I don't know about Luke Kuechly being a first ballot. I know Pat Willis got in this year, and he was the first ballot, and he didn't have the longest career. But same thing with Luke Kuechly. He didn't have the longest career either, but I don't know. There's just not a lot on his resume. Obviously, he was a dominant player, but he only had Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2012, Defensive Player of the Year in 2013, and First Team All-Pro 5 times. Not bad, but first ballot Hall of Famer, I don't really think he's qualified for that. Beast, I'm sure if he would have played longer, 100% he would have been a first ballot, but he hung him up early. I mean, he was 28 when he retired. Marshawn Lynch, that's interesting. I feel like Marshawn Lynch has a chance to be a first ballot. A total of 12,627 total yards and 94 touchdowns. Broke the 1,000-yard marker 6 times. The reason why I think he'll be a first ballot, potentially, because he's so well liked by the media nowadays. Obviously, back when he was playing, he was kind of shunned and labeled as the awkward, weird one. But I don't know. I feel like he's around the media a lot, and it's extra brownie points if the media likes you. So I feel like he's got a shot. Terrell Suggs, I don't know. I'd love for Aqib Talib and Cameron Wake to get in there as first ballots. Both monsters, but we'll see about that. I think the only true snubs here would be Eli and Adam Vinatieri, but other than that, I'd be good. Some other notable modern era players that aren't in the Hall of Fame: Jared Allen, Reggie Wayne, Torrey Holt. Man, great show on turf. Torrey Holt still not in. Reggie Wayne's still not in. That's crazy. But yeah, Hall of Fame voting in general, awards in general. I don't know. I guess you can't get everything right all the time. But what do y'all think about the list? What do y'all think about Antonio Gates? What do you think about the class of next year? I just hope Eli gets in, man. Cool guy, hell of a career. He was always fun to watch. So clutch. Anyways, that's all I got. Let me know what y'all think. Peace.